While the papers are full of what's wrong with the world and what needs to be changed, there are many who have dedicated their lives to make a difference in their own little ways. Today, Simbly Curious wants to celebrate 5 incredible Indians who did not wait for a huge grant or retirement to spread hope and joy among others. Their tales of bravery in the face of adversity is a huge source of inspiration for each one of us. Incredible Indians will be an ongoing series. This list is in no way a ranking of any sorts because each of them is incredible. Number 5. Raja Ram Tiwari. The famous Kumbh Mela and its maddening crowd where people lose loved ones is one of Bollywood's favorite settings for family dramas. It is true that each year hundreds of thousands of people get separated from their loved ones, many being old, uneducated and helpless villagers. In such a situation, Raja Ram Tiwari or Bhule Bhatke Tiwari, as he is still remembered, stepped in as a savior with his NGO Bharat Seva Dal to reunite most pilgrims with their loved ones. On his first Kumbh Mela in 1946, he found an older woman crying hysterically for her lost husband. The sight disturbed him so much that he created a makeshift loudspeaker and kept calling out the man's name till he was found. The relief and gratitude on the lady's face was his reward, which became his calling. He founded Bharat Seva Dal. He and his team have been a part of every Kumbh Mela since then and several smaller festivals, approximately 65 in all, and have helped reunite more than 1 million adults and 20,000 children with their relatives. Unlike films, the longest they took to reunite a family is 10 days. It usually takes just a couple of hours. Tiwari died this year at the age of 89 with over 71 years of serving pilgrims. He earned several awards and citations and was featured in the television program Aaj Ki Raat Hai Zindagi, anchored by Amitabh Bachchan. He was also felicitated by former Chief Justice of India, A.S. Anand. Number 4. Sandhutai Sapkal. Sandhutai Sapkal's life is that of tremendous courage and a very large heart. She grew up in extreme poverty, got married at the age of 10 and was abandoned by her husband at the age of 20 when she was 9 months pregnant with her 4th child, a daughter. Like anyone else, suicide did cross her mind. Instead, she began begging for food. She was so moved by all the orphans that she saw abandoned on the platform that she decided to adopt them and started begging even more vigorously in order to feed them. She became the mother of orphans as she is known.
रोटी के लिए आदमी क्या करता है क्या मालूम बेटा, और मैं रोटी के लिए जी रही थी. अभी मैं रोटी बांट के खाई और पूरी जिंदगी बदल गई. मैं माँ बन गई, माँ बन गई.
This incredible woman from Maharashtra has adopted, raised and nurtured over 1,000 orphan children. She even donated her biological child to a trust in Pune only to eliminate the feeling of partiality between her daughter and the adopted ones. Throughout her life, she struggled for the upliftment of the downtrodden. Mai, as her children call her lovingly, has been honored with over 273 awards for her dedication and work. A Marathi film, Me Sandhutai Sapkal, released in 2010 and is a biopic inspired by the true story of Sandhutai Sapkal. Number 3. Rajesh Kumar Sharma. In an age when people take education and money for granted, Rajesh was forced to quit his Bachelor's of Science degree due to financial constraints. He never wanted anyone to go through what he did. A general storekeeper, Rajesh decided to make a difference by making education available to those who could not afford it. He started a school for the underprivileged. A metro bridge for a roof and a patch of painted wall as a blackboard is what comprises this school. It took a lot of convincing to get parents to let their children study rather than work. Today, Rajesh teaches more than 140 students, 70 of whom are enrolled in government schools now, thanks to him. The best part is, the children of labourers, rickshaw pullers and farm workers from the villages near Yamuna Bank in Delhi come of their own volition. This is probably the only school where attendance is not taken or enforced. Number 2. Sunita Krishnan. While rape is becoming one of the most common and hated crimes in the country, you would assume that justice and society would side the victims. Unfortunately, that is not the case. No one knows it better than Sunita Krishnan, who was gang raped at the age of 15 by 8 men. Sadly, trauma was not the only thing that she had to face. Despite being the victim, she was subject to social stigma, isolation, and ostracism. She was extremely angry, and rightly so. But she did not let what happened to break her. She drew power from her anger to start Prajwala, an NGO that works to prevent the trafficking of women. So far, they have rescued over 8,000 girls who are rehabilitated through vocational training, jobs, and marriage. She has received several death threats and has faced physical assault, but nothing deters her. Number 1. Arunachala Morgan. Talking about menstruation is still considered weird and awkward, and men prefer to stay out of it. But that was not the case with Arunachala Morgan. No, he was not a pervert. On the contrary, he was astounded by the poor hygienic conditions of rural women who were forced to use cloth, sand, leaves, and even ash as a substitute to sanitary napkins, just because they were so expensive. He started research to help and impress his wife, but eventually it became a huge project. He decided to invent a machine that would make sanitary napkins at a very low cost for rural women. But what were they made of? Finding that out was not going to be easy for a man. With no help, he was forced to create an artificial system and wear the pads himself or analyze used pads. His methods were so shocking and disturbing to his family that they disowned him and the village also ostracized him. But Morgan trudged forward. He had made up his mind. After several years of research, he finally invented the machine, which not just made sanitary napkins affordable, but also provided employment to rural women. Today, Morgan has earned the respect of his family and villagers who appreciate and support his efforts. Recently, a documentary titled Menstrual Man was made on his journey. This video cannot do justice to the stories and achievements of each of these individuals, so do go ahead and read up about each one of them. If you were inspired by this video, press like and share it with as many people as you can. We'd love to know if you know of any such incredible Indians, as this will be an ongoing series. Subscribe to Simbly Curious and stay tuned for more such videos.